They wrapped it up in 5 tonight at Fiserv
Might be the
Forum.
funniest kid ever. I mean, God.
Come on, Tiger Joe.
What's wrong with you?
Come on, man.
Give me that. I got the new Tiger Joe. Come over to my house. Get that out of here.
Tiger Joe.
That thing was the greatest.
This was a fight. I'd have stopped it.
Gordon Hayward there.
Throw in the towel.
Part of
in the towel.
early 12-0 Boston run.
What's my man in Rocky? Throw in the damn towel. Throw in the damn towel. Throw in the towel.
Chris Middleton.
Bald head black guy.
Yeah, the bald head black guy. Throw in the hell of him. Get throw in the towel. Rock.
It was a 13-0 bridge between the first and second quarters. George Hill, 38-25.
Jack, throw in the damn towel.
Kyrie had 15 on 6 of 21 shooting.
Kenny, music, please.
Milwaukee goes 12-2 on them. Come on, this is a clincher. You can't do that to Milwaukee, Don. You can't.
You're right.
You can't do that.
Oh, watch this.
One more. Oh, come on.
Yeah. Chris Middleton for 3. He had 19.
Oh, boy, I can't wait to get to the meeting.
There's a steal. There's a freak.
I hope the Brewers in town. I can see Ryan Braun, Christian Yelich. I can't wait to get to see the Brewers play.
Watch the Bucks here.
Oh, give me that.
Ernie, we were watching this back in the back.
Yeah.
This one, you know, the Celtics had officially packed it in. That's 2. This is officially when you were doing the 1, 2, 3 Cancun, honey.
But
another one?
Get another offensive rebound.
Come on, man. This was ridiculous. Man, you give me
No way.
And finally,
5. Come on, 5 on man.
Rebounds, man.
This is
Give me 5 shots at the basket.
Come on,
right
this
now,
is
and I can-
ridiculous. You talking about these dudes ain't quit? Are you kidding me?
Dang.
Go get the rebound.
Oh.
nope, foul on the floor. The freak.
Oh, don't lay that up. Dunk that.
Nah, we good. We can lay this too. Nah, we're done.
91-70.
Go get that. Go get that, George Hill. Go get that, George Hill.
I think we go. Hey, listen, we're gonna see Aaron Rodgers gonna be there. Check, you want to go catch some passes from Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
116.
You can be an offensive lineman. I'll be on
No,
tight end.
tight end, baby.
You're a
To
tight end.
91. The Bucks
Ain't nothing tight about your inch.
now the best record in the postseason at 8-1. 7 of those wins by double digits. And here is Coach Bud.
Why do you think people are so quick to still underestimate this team?
I don't give any thought to those people. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to doubt us, and that's the world of basketball, and that's the world of media. No disrespect. There's going to be people that they're going to be with us, and there's going to be people that are going to be against us and don't believe in us. But at the end of the day, we realize that we've never been there before, but we're really, really hungry to achieve our goals.
They are one hell of a basketball team. They were tremendous, and credit them, credit their coaches, credit their players. They're better than we are.
I mean, truth be told, it's no time to be disappointed. I think that, you take your lessons, you take your ass whooping that they handed us, and you move on.
We didn't meet the outside expectations, and we really rode a roller coaster a lot of the year. I'll be the first to say that this is, as far as any other year that I've been a head coach, it's certainly been the most trying. I think I did a bad job. Like at the end of the day, like as a coach, if your team doesn't find its best fit together, that's on you.
What kind of things are you looking for, I guess, in your life, and what kind of situations would be a positive situation that you want to be in when you?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just trying to make it back to Boston first, safely, and get to see my family, decompress, do what humans beings do.
So the Milwaukee Bucks go to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time since 2001 and outscored the Celtic bench by 51 points.
In this game or the whole
in
series?
That series. We're going to talk about this in just a second, but if you're just joining us, you saw the Golden State-Houston game and you saw Kevin Durant leave with about 2 minutes to go in the third quarter with what's called a right calf strain. Let's see if we get anything new on that or more information. Allie LaForce worked the sidelines there. Allie, what's the latest you're hearing?
Hey, Ernie. Obviously, despite the Golden State Warriors' victory tonight, everybody is extremely concerned and a bit shaken up over the status of Kevin Durant and that right calf strain. He's getting an MRI tomorrow, and the team just told me that they are not sure if he will travel with the team depending on the results of the MRI. Now, it was a bit of a relief that it was just a right calf strain because the way he looked back after the injury made everybody think that it could potentially be his Achilles. We even mentioned that on the air. That was all speculation, but just judging by how Achilles injuries have looked in the past, it looked similar. Follow that with the fact that DeMarcus Cousins ran back after him and was the first one to the locker room after he was injured. That obviously set off a lot of red flags as well. So it was, if you will, good news that it was a right calf strain. We'll know more with the MRI tomorrow. I've been asking around, and if it's a solid right calf strain, I mean, that can take multiple weeks to recover from. So we'll stay on top of this story and let you know the latest as soon as we find out tomorrow.
Allie, great job out there in Oakland. Thanks for the update. And now let's talk about what we just saw with Boston and Milwaukee. And there was a lot said in that post-game rip that you heard about expectations. Brad Stevens saying, "Hey, I'll take responsibility," and that kind of thing.
I appreciate Brad taking responsibility. I didn't like the fact that he said we didn't meet outside expectations. What about inside? What about inside? Danny Ainge put together a team that made it to the one game from the finals last year, bring back 2 All-Stars, bring back 2 All-Star players. And that ain't got nothing to do with outside expectations. That was inside expectation. If you go back to the beginning of the season, I think most experts, and there's no such thing as an expert, it's just a bunch of jackasses like us on TV giving our opinion.
I'm not a jackass.
Well, you're just an ass. But I think most people pick the Boston Celtics to win the Eastern Conference.
Without question.
And they've been awful all year.
Awful's a little harsh, don't you think?
Ernie, they should not be a number 5 seed.
That's right.
Ernie, with all the talent they got, they shouldn't be a number 5 seed in the playoffs. They were, come on, man.
And the coach said,
49 wins and a 4 seed.
Yeah. After they made it to the conference final and brought back 2 All-Stars, they should have. This is ridiculous right here, Ernie.
and the coach even said, Ernie, he said, you know, I've been the coach for a long time, but this has been the most trying season. So that's just telling you there that everybody in the locker room was not on the same page. If they had any.
This is actually a microcosm. I hate using that big word because Shaq and Kenny don't know what I mean. This is a microcosm of the Celtics season right here. You give a team 5 shots.
We always used to say we don't know which Celtics team's going to show up. But I know where they're going tonight.
You know what, Ernie, and I tell you what, it really pisses me off, to be honest with you, as a player. And what I mean by that is, and Shaq and Kenny know what I mean, ain't nothing worse than having a lot of talent and your team sucks. Like most of the time you play in the NBA, you kill to have a good team. Am I right, Kenny?
Agreed.
And when you have a good team and it don't work, it's the worst feeling in the world. Because there's teams out there like who work hard all the time, and the coach will be like, I wish I had some players. The Celtics got plenty of players. And that was not, this was an awful year for the Celtics.
Any doubt that Kyrie Irving is out the door?
Well, that's still speculative, but I will speak on reality. I think the one thing that we're here for is to, you can hear people say on television, well, they don't look like they're getting along, or they don't look like look at the way he's walking in the locker room. Look where he's sitting on the bench. They don't know. And honestly, we're here because we can read through all of that. And we could say what chemistry really is. And when you looked at the Celtics from start to finish, the chemistry, this is what wasn't there. From guys who've been in locker rooms with chemistry. And what that means is, I have a belief that the person next to me is going to do this job regardless of the circumstances. And you can read through it as a player, a former player, a coach, or any kind of championship pedigree person can look at a game and see that didn't exist with the Boston Celtics throughout a regular period, a large period of the regular season.
They don't like each other at all.
You don't have to be in the locker room. You don't have to hear. I don't know if it's like, dislike. I just know that it wasn't
that
there.
They don't like each other. They don't like the newness of what happened. Last year they didn't have certain big name guys, and we made it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, all the way to the finals. Now you get these superstars coming here trying to change things, not involved us, telling us.
Here it is, Shaq. I agree.
That's what messed.
And you know what it is? It was reluctant participation. I reluctantly give you the ball at times. I reluctantly come over. I'll do it, but it's reluctant.
Right.
It wasn't free will at all. It didn't look free will, but short spats of the NBA season. It didn't look. Last year, it was free will. It was, man, that's beautiful to watch. These guys are sacrificing for each other. They're doing everything. This year, it was reluctant participation.
And you know Rozier's pissed.
Yeah.
Rozier is a guy
that can play,
who can really play, who says, I'm trying to get a contract. I'm not getting any minutes, and we're not winning. This ain't fair. He ain't going to be happy. I understand that. This man got to feed his family. And they got a guy who got a $100 million deal, Rozier got them to the Eastern Conference Finals, one game away from the finals. He's not getting any run. This thing was just screwed up from the beginning.
And because of how everything folded out, everybody's money will be affected.
Oh,
no
without
question.
Yes. Yeah, no question.
Meantime, on the Bucks side, who has a better chance of beating the Milwaukee Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals, Philly or Toronto?
Toronto, because I would pay to see Kawhi Leonard against Giannis. Now, I would pay to see that. That is a heavyweight slugfest.
I would say because of the way they're playing, Toronto has a better chance. They have elevated their game as a team, not as just an individual with Durant. I mean, with Kawhi, but as a team with Gasol and Ibaka and Kyle Lowry. Everyone has elevated their game, even Kyle Lowry in the NBA playoffs.
And Kenny, you mentioned about us knowing. I'm watching Giannis closely. After the win tonight, he ain't happy.
He didn't celebrate.
He didn't celebrate. He ain't
Not
happy.
satisfied. Yeah.
I seen that look before.
Where was it?
Milwaukee.
Where'd you see it?
A lot of people. Kobe, LeBron, D-Wade. Like, I seen that look before. Like, hey, I'm focused. This is okay, but we still got work.
You had that look a few times.
Well, thank you, but I didn't want to.
I want to see.
Wait, you don't want to talk about yourself? Wait, you don't want to talk about yourself?
Talk about me.
Did you just say you didn't want to talk about yourself?
Show me a clip where I talk about myself right now.
Oh, hey, just put on any show.